a cozy little village. There lived a small but brave cow named Bingo. Unlike the other cows in the pasture, Bingo was curious about the world beyond the grassy fields and moved with excitement at the thought of adventure. Every night, he dreamed of bright lights, laughter, and acrobats soaring through the air. One starry evening, while gazing up at the moon, Bingo saw a magical sight. The Circus of Smiles had come to town. Sparkling tents were set up nearby, with flags fluttering in the breeze and laughter echoing through the air. Bingo's eyes twinkled with wonder. He knew he had to visit. Early the next morning, Bingo trotted over to the colorful tents. His heart pounding with excitement. Clowns with big, round noses were juggling pies, and acrobats twirled in the sky on sparkling ribbons. But what caught Bingo's eye the most was a sign that read, "Grand Circus Show, help needed." With a bold moo, Bingo announced himself at the tent entrance. The ringmaster, a cheerful lion named Leo with a curly mustache and a golden vest, looked down at Bingo with a wide grin. Well, a little cow looking for adventure, are you?" Bingo nodded, his tail flicking with excitement. Leo thought for a moment, then exclaimed, "Perfect! We could use a brave cow in our show tonight." He handed Bingo a little red cape with sparkling stars on it, and Bingo felt like a superhero. Bingo's first task was to help the elephants, who were practicing their dance routine. The elephants were big and a bit clumsy, but with Bingo's encouragement and a few hearty moves, they managed to pull off a graceful pirouette that made everyone cheer. Movie-less! Bingo moved with pride, and the elephants gave him a big hug with their trunks. Next, Bingo met a group of mischievous monkeys who were bouncing on trampolines. The monkeys loved to play pranks, and one of them tossed Bingo a funny little hat. Bingo grinned and put it on, joining them in bouncing high into the air, doing funny flips and mooing with laughter. The crowd of circus animals clapped and cheered, and even the monkeys were impressed by Bingo's bravery. Then it was time for the high wire act. Bingo looked up at the long rope stretched across the big top and gulped. He'd never walked on a wire before. But Leo the lion smiled down at him and said, "Trust yourself. Bingo, you've got the courage of 10 cows." With a deep breath, Bingo stepped up on the wire, his little red cape fluttering behind him. Step by step, he carefully made his way across, the audience gasping and holding their breaths. Just as he reached the middle, he did a quick, joyful little twirl, and the crowd erupted into applause. Finally, Bingo's last act was a grand finale. Leo gave Bingo a magical sparkler, which glowed in every color of the rainbow. "For you, the bravest little cow in the world," Leo said, patting Bingo on the back. As Bingo held up the sparkler, the entire tent filled with glowing stars and sparkles. The circus animals danced around him, and the crowd laughed and clapped. Mesmerized by the magical light show, Bingo felt a warmth in his heart like never before. He had made so many friends and brought smiles to everyone's faces. At the end of the night, Leo gave Bingo a big, glittery medal that said "The Brave Heart of the Circus." When Bingo returned to the pasture, his friends were waiting. eager to hear all about his adventure. He told them of elephants dancing, monkeys bouncing, and how he twirled on a wire high above the ground. His friends cheered, and from that day on, they all called him Bingo the Brave. And every year when the Circus of Smiles came to town, Bingo would don his red cape, hold his sparkler high, and remind everyone that a little bit of bravery can bring the biggest joy. Thanks for watching our video and stay tuned for our next exciting story.